Hi there, I'm Lisa Taylor. I heard the statement, God doesn't heal, and I immediately wanted to resist that and say, wait a second, what do you mean? I've had so many healings. And when it comes right down to it, God is. God doesn't heal. God doesn't know anything about anything other than God. God is all. God is good. God is. So God doesn't heal. So I'm trying to wrap my thinking around this, and I heard that this weekend at a conference that I went to, a spiritual conference I went to, and I kind of wrestled with the idea, but I know it's true. So just bear with me because I'm kind of working this through with you if this is the first time you've heard this concept. It is very absolute, it is very radical, but the truth of the matter is God does not heal. God is health. God is truth. God is love. God doesn't have to heal anything. So what is being healed in the process of healing? Because there is healing, but what's being healed? So in my experience, and I can only talk about me, in my experience, it has been that what has been healed is my misconception that I was ever anything other than perfect, that I was ever anything other than what God made me to be. So I know in my heart of hearts that my core nature, my core being, the core of me is made in the image and likeness of God and is made perfect. So anytime I experience something other than that, it is because I am holding a belief in something apart from God. At one point I had a shoulder problem where I thought my shoulder was out of joint. I actually went and got it x-rayed and they said no, I was in excruciating pain. And I thought, oh, it's just, like popped out of the socket, and I was going to go have them put it back in. Kind of like in the Lethal Weapon scene where Mel Gibson like slams his shoulder against the pillar and puts it back into place, and it wasn't that. They took an x-ray. They said I had severed my, I'm trying to remember. I'd either severed my ligament or my tendon. I'm not honestly sure. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. That I had a piece of cartilage had broken off and it had severed, it had sliced. And there was nothing that was going to heal this except surgery. And I didn't have any insurance at the time. My insurance wasn't going to kick in for another 11 days. So I thought, okay, number one, I don't really want somebody cutting open my shoulder. And number two, I can't pay for it. So I'm going to have to wait 11 days and then see if maybe I can get insurance to pay for it. So I said, okay, I have 11 days to get this healed, right? To have a healing. So in the process of this healing, which was actually a really astounding healing, because I will cut to the chase and tell you that I had a healing, a complete and total healing of the shoulder issue with no surgery and totally just spiritual treatment. And the lesson that I learned through this process was that I am not applying prayer to a physical problem. That would be kind of crazy. What I was doing in praying spiritually was understanding my spiritual nature completely. I was getting rid of the beliefs that would hide my true spiritual nature from my thinking. So here's one of the ahas that I got from this healing. I recognize that in prayer, it's all ideas in mind, right? That I am an idea in mind, that I am God's idea, perfect idea. So what is prayer doing? What is my reasoning through my spiritual identity and getting rid of the beliefs? What is that doing? It is aligning my thought with the reality of my being. So it's like saying there's this core of a person here, right? And there are all these layers of belief on the outside of that core, and when we peel back the layers, we're left with the core perfection. So the process is one of the Christ, truth, uplifting thought to release, let go of the limiting beliefs or the false beliefs about myself, to say that I was injured in some way. But healing can occur because thought can be adjusted, not because matter can be adjusted. So it's not like the prayers were adjusting the matter. The prayer is adjusting thought to recognize the already present perfection once the beliefs have been taken away. So it's kind of like that mental surgery that we hear about. This was a case of mental surgery. I surgically was removing from thought any belief of myself as matter-based, physical, having a problem, having a separated or severed tendon, ligament. I was absolutely, like, my shoulder looked like it was out of joint. It was like really weird, and I couldn't use my arm at all. I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. So, except I could wiggle my fingers because I was propping my computer up at a weird angle so that I could type and still work. I'm odd that way. Anyway, the healing was complete. I never had surgery. I never did go back to the doctor because once everything was kind of aligned and my thought was more and more clear, the manifestation of that was that I started getting movement of my arm. I started getting strength back in my arm. It was just kind of this gradual process. As I was releasing it mentally, I was gaining strength. The manifestation of that was being apparent. So I don't know if I've explained that very well. Anyway, the bottom line is God doesn't heal. God is. Perfection is. Our spiritual identity is intact, true being. What is shifting, which is where the healing occurs, is our thought in alignment or out of alignment with that fact, that absolute fact. So God is. Truth is. The science, these laws that we've studied, that we're talking about, they just are. They are a reality. And our job is to align ourselves with that. I mean, that's the relative sense of it. The absolute sense is we're always aligned with it, right? The absolute sense is we're never out of alignment with it. It's only the false sense of ego that would believe that we are, and it's those beliefs that we're trying to get rid of. Anyway, I wanted to just come on and share that with you. I've been kind of pondering it and milling it around in my thought, and I want to put it out there because I know it's true. That doesn't mean I understand it completely at this point. I'm still trying to kind of, because it's been there's so much in conversation about things like that lead us actually into a place that's not true. So being accurate in our speech and making sure that what we're saying is carrying the power of the truth, I'm all about that. So I want to put myself out there, and I'm going way out on a limb here. My headline says, God doesn't heal. So people are probably going to be, what? But that's okay, because I'm trying to be as accurate as I can be in my thinking. And I invite you to join me. And I would love to hear what you think. I would love your comments below. If you're watching, always put like a hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. I just get a kick out of that. And tag me if you post somewhere else and you're talking about other things, because I actually would really love to hear what you all are saying on your pages as well. But lots of love, and thank you for watching. This was kind of a rambling, thinking post. So I look forward to hearing your comments. Love you guys.